As a family lawyer, there are 3 different types of name changes we do. Let's explore each of them. The most common type of name change is when you're getting a divorce. A lot of people, when they're getting a divorce, want to change their name back to their maiden name. If you want your name changed, we will request that in your original petition for divorce. Name changes in divorces are not automatic, meaning you need to request that in some sort of pleading to the court. Anytime you want to change your last name, you need a court order. What that means is that you cannot change your name in the middle of your divorce. The name change needs to be located in your final decree of divorce. Getting a name change during a divorce is rather easy. They don't make you do a lot of work to request that. It's just a simple request. However, the only thing you can change your name to in a divorce is back to your maiden name. If you want to pick another name altogether, that needs to be done in a separate filing, separate from your divorce petition, separate from your divorce altogether, called a request for a name change of an adult. At the conclusion of your divorce, we can put your name change in your final decree of divorce. Once a judge signs off on that final decree of divorce, you will take the certified copy of that name change to all the different agencies, Social Security Office, Department of Public Transportation, and they will change your name for you. These offices will not get notified on their own. You have to notify them yourself with that certified court order. So how do you change your name if you're not going through a divorce? If you are an adult over the age of 18, you can legally change your name to whatever you want. They do put a few roadblocks in place when you're not going through a divorce and you're just changing your name as an adult. The first thing you're going to need to do is file a petition to change your name with the courts. Then you will need to do your fingerprints. The reason to get your fingerprints done is to do a criminal background check. Just because you have criminal history does not mean that you are banned from changing your name. It just puts additional roadblocks in place. Also, you need to have a lawful reason for changing your name. What this means is that you can't change your name to avoid creditors, and you can't change your name to avoid criminal prosecution. This will be asked to you in your final prove-up of your name change. A prove-up is just a small amount of testimony that you need to provide to the judge on what your lawful reason for changing your name is. Basically, if it is not to avoid criminal prosecution or creditors, then the judge will most likely grant your name change. After the judge hears your testimony and decides if they are going to grant the name change, you will take that certified copy of the name change order and also give that to all the agencies to change your name. They will not be notified on their own. Another request I get as a family lawyer is when parents want to change the last name of their child. This can be done to give the child their father's surname if it wasn't done at birth. During an adoption or a custody case, we can include that in your petition. However, if this is outside of a custody matter or an adoption matter, we will need to file a petition to change the name of a child. If the child is 10 years or older, that child will have to consent to their name being changed. If the child is under the age of 10, both parents need to consent to the name change. If one parent does not agree to the name change, we will have to have a hearing in order for the judge to hear the testimony and the facts of why changing the child's name is in that child's best interest. The court will weigh each party's testimony in deciding if it is in the best interest of the child to give the child the father's surname. Most of the time, judges will grant this name change if it is in the best interest of the child. After the judge approves the name change, the parents will need to amend the child's birth certificate with the Texas Vital Statistics Office. Changing names can be very confusing for people, mainly because there's a lot of paperwork involved with a lot of different government agencies. We are well versed here at Varghese Summersett on what it takes to change your name, your child's name, or any adult's name. Let us do that legwork for you. Thank you for watching. Leave us your questions down below and visit us on our website, familytexas.com.